Welcome to the Scottsdale Vibes Podcast. I'm your host, Alicia Haygood. Scottsdale Western Week is starting right now. There are plenty of activities going on, but of course it ends with the famous Parada del Sol Parade happening this Saturday starting at 10 a.m. I'm going to take a short break, and when we come back, we have the Parada boss at the table with me. Are you like me and love a good fried chicken sandwich? Maybe a grilled chicken salad of some sort. How about those hot and fresh fries, all washed down with some fresh squeezed tea or a milkshake? Are you hungry yet? Then you need to go check out Bird Call, located at the corner of Scottsdale and Shea, for everything delicious, fresh, all natural, and locally sourced. Bird Call started with the mission to make natural food more accessible. Not only are they feeding us all natural food, but 1% of their sales goes to support local schools, charities, and organizations here in Scottsdale. You can see all the delicious details by visiting eatbirdcall.com or just driving to their location on Scottsdale and Shea. Oh, and did I mention they're open on Sundays? Unlike some other chicken places, you can get your chicken fix 7 days a week. Bird Call, your only choice when it comes to all natural and delicious chicken. We've heard commercials for those other insurance agents, but when it comes to someone who knows Scottsdale and the insurance business, there's only one person you can trust with your stuff, and that's Jeremy Mueller of State Farm Insurance. Jeremy and his team of agents have been helping Scottsdale for over 20 years. From big purchases to rentals, there is nothing Jeremy can't cover at the best rate with the best service. Don't believe me? Then give him a call yourself at 480-515-5523. or find him on the web at jeremymueller.com. The Parada del Sol and Trails End Festival is in its 69th year. Scottsdale's Western Week kicks off with this week's long week of festivities. Parades, the Hash Knife Pony Express, Native American festivals, gold mining, live music, and museum exhibits are just some of the events happening all week. It's wrapping up with the Parada del Sol Parade on Saturday, February 4th. I have Joe Decca at this year's parade boss leading the year's Parada del Sol, and it's hosted by the Scottsdale Charros. I'm excited to hear how this week is going to stand out. So, Joe, you hold a lot of titles in life, but I want to focus on your work with the Charros and the Parada del Sol. Let's start with how you've been working with the Charros, what the Charros really mean to the Scottsdale community.
Yeah, well, first of all, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. It's a great time to be in Scottsdale. Spring is like our season for events and fun and weather, and everybody comes from everywhere. So to be able to have an event where we're showcasing what the city is, what our citizens are about, and our Western culture is just amazing.
I agree.
The Scottsdale Charros, we're a nonprofit organization, and our main focus is to raise money to give back to the community, and we do that through partnerships with youth charities and the education system. So the Scottsdale school system is our main beneficiary. We have a number of events that we run that raise money for those purposes. One is the parade itself, which we'll chat about. Another one is spring training is our big one. So we are the hosts of the San Francisco Giants at Old Town Stadium, and we've been doing that for many years, and we're happy and proud to be their hosts. We run the VIP section out in right field. So if you're at the stadium, you look out in right field, there's a big sign that says Charro Lodge. It's a great time in there, so if you haven't been, you should come.
I will do.
Yeah.
I would love to come with you. We'll make that happen later on
and then
sure.
We have a big golf tournament, the Charro Invitational, as well as an educational banquet where we honor our recipients for the education side of our sponsorships.
I mean, the Charros really do encompass giving back to the community. That's what your focus is, and I love that. You know, that's what I want to do is just bring awareness to all the greatness that goes on in the community. And the Charros is a known organization here, and we love you for that. So let's talk about what you all are doing this week. It's Scottsdale Western Week. It really is a part of our heritage, the most western town, perfect place to hold it. You are smack dab right in the middle of what we're calling Scottsdale super season this year with everything that's going on. So tell me about what's going on with the parade on Saturday, everything that's leading up to it. And I love this year's theme as Cowboy Kickoff. So fitting for Scottsdale and football at the same time.
Yeah, the theme kind of dropped out of the sky. You know, with the Super Bowl here that weekend, it's going to be an amazing time. We partner with the community committee that's been running the parade for many years. Happy to have them involved. Some of them have been doing the parade stuff for more than 30 years.
Wow.
And when we have our meetings, everybody kind of has ideas ideas about what should the theme be this year, and Cowboy Kickoff just was a no-brainer with the football game coming and all that. So it's going to be an awesome time. There's going to be some football-themed items in the parades, little footballs, and then we do have the Arizona Coyotes, which obviously not football, but they're going to have an area where they have stuff for the kids to do, like shoot a slap shot. They're going to have their mascot there, things like that. So it's fun for all ages. The parade is something that generations of Scottsdale citizens have been coming to. So some people's great-grandparents and then their grandparents and parents remember the parade and remember the days when they were off from school and they would get to come to the parade and then go to the rodeo and do all these things that we're known for. As you said, we're the most western town. I'm a Texan. I'm a transplant from Texas, but I moved here in 2005.
You still fit right in. I lived in Texas for a period, and it is a smooth transition, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it was pretty painless. But to be able to be involved with an organization like the Charros, who also maintain Western culture in this city, was important to me. And giving back to the community that's outside of my day job was something that's important to me, and I cherish that. It's a brotherhood that is like no other.
How long have you been a Charro?
4 years, a little over.
Very nice. So let's talk about your title, Parade Boss. What does the Parade Boss have to do besides being the boss of everyone, everything? What's going on?
You know, that is a job that I don't want to be the boss of everybody. The amount of stuff that goes into running a parade is gigantic. Wow, the parade committee is actually composed of, as I said, the community members. The Charros have been involved for the last couple of years, and we also work very closely with the city.
Okay.
The parade is the City of Scottsdale Parada del Sol Parade. The city has been very involved with the parade. They want to embrace our Western culture. They want to keep the traditions of the parade alive while keeping it a viable event. So that is where we came into play. They asked us to please help with managing the parade, raising funds for it, to grow it bigger and better in collaboration with the community committee.
And how have you done that? And I feel like, and to go along with that, how have you done over the past couple of years that you've been working with the city of Scottsdale and everyone else? But this year specifically, I expect to be one of the biggest ones with everybody in town.
Well, last year we had, I think, 35,000 spectators, and we're expecting it to be bigger because, now that we're kind of hopefully past the COVID thing, and we're going to have more people out, and there's going to be more tourists here who want to get a piece of what Scottsdale culture is all about. Mm-hmm. We're expecting big crowds. The way that we help the parade grow is really through connection, just like in anything. Our networking ability is strong within the group. We partner with sponsors that are typically pillars of the community, so big companies, philanthropists around the valley. And then with all the technology companies coming to town and everybody wanting to move here from other states, it's just opportunity for us to raise awareness of their company and then give back to the community through their generous donations to our causes.
I want to talk a little bit about you giving back as well as the Charros. You give to the school so much and scholarships and just help teachers and stuff out. What do you think it is about that we need to help with, start here where you live and then expand out, and the importance of what that does to Scottsdale?
You hit it on the head. Everybody has their own little microcosm that they live in, and what matters to you is what matters to you, your family, and what's going on in your immediate environment. If you start there, giving back time, giving back money, volunteering, whatever it is that you have to offer to the community, you start small, that grows. So we cherish that as the Charros, and we try to foster that in the people that we interact with, the businesses that we interact with. And it's been a great partnership over the years.
Let's take a short break. I want to dive into a little bit about how you involve the community for this week, and specifically like what kind of floats maybe we're going to see on Saturday. I'll be right back. We all want that perfect smile. So who better to call for all your dental needs than Dr. Rob DeVito at Arizona Center for Laser Dentistry. Dr. DeVito and his staff offer the best dental experience. Whether it's time for your routine cleaning, one-of-a-kind laser dental treatment, or teeth whitening, their same-day service saves you time and money. And as a mom of 2 little ones, trust me, this is exactly what I need. Give Dr. DeVito a call at 480-990-1905. You can also find him on the web at drdevito.com. I'm sitting here with Joe Decca, parade boss of Parada del Sol. Let's talk about this Saturday, February 4th. The parade is happening. Go check it out. 35,000 people last year. I bet we're going to get close to doubling that this year. It is on TV as well for those that can't make it. Can you give us like a little sneak peek into maybe what kind of floats are there? I know it's actually my son's school is going to be a float in the parade, which I love, goes back to what you're saying, incorporating the community to be involved as well.
We love having the schools involved. They always come up with great ideas for their floats. Each school has free reign to do what they want. So you might see a school that wants to focus on their STEM program for a year or their athletic programs or whatever it may be. We're going to have high school marching bands in it. We're going to have, obviously, a number of horse entries, including the Charros all on horseback. We're going to have some Native American horse riders that are amazing. The Apache riders, and then also we're going to have some of the Hispanic culture. There's a whole Hispanic area in Trails End Festival, and then they have a bunch of horse entries and watching, the way they deck those horses out is incredible.
Gosh.
This year, as last year, Oliver Smith Jewelers is the presenting sponsor. They've been in the Valley for decades and have been a pillar of the community on the business side. We're happy to have Oliver Smith involved. He's a Charro as well. So they're going to be heading up the parade. You'll see their entry is going to have a lot of horses. We're going to have antique
but jeweled,
cars.
I assume.
Well, we'll see what Ollie does. But there's going to be antique cars, the whole thing.
I love it. I like that you mentioned this. It's all Native American community is very involved in this. There's a whole Western week leading up to it. How do you work with our local Native Americans here and the Indian community to bring them into this? Because it is about them and representing our heritage.
100%. And one of the community members on our committee is a representative from the Native community, and we make sure that, he's very involved, and he's been just indispensable. Steve Gigama is his name, and he's a good liaison for us with the Native community and the city as well. So they've been doing a great job in their portion of the parade and Trails End for many years, and I don't expect it to be any different this year.
Trails End, Horse Knife, the parade is going on Friday. Tell me a little bit about the history of the Trails End Pony Express. I just learned about this. They really do deliver mail on the day of, right?
So the Hash Knife Pony Express, they've been doing it for years, and they ride the same route the Pony Express did years and years and years ago. They bring mail, it's real mail, and they come and deliver it to the city. Those guys are real cowboys, and they ride that whole way.
That's crazy to me. I think I was talking to someone, they camp out, and it's a legit old school style of way of doing that. I've gone camping for one night, and that was enough for me. And it was glamping, I'm not even going to lie.
It sounds amazing. We're all horse guys, and we do a big ride every year, and we love that camping aspect of it as well.
What are you most excited about for this year as the parade boss? As you've been a spectator, you've been involved with the Charros. What does it mean to be on this side of the responsibility and bringing it all together for us?
Let me take it back to my first experience in the parade, which, again, I'm a transplant from Texas. My first experience was 4 years ago as a Charro riding in the parade.
Oh, very cool.
So to be able to be on horseback and riding amongst all the spectators and waving and, we all the Charros, every single one of us that day, we will say at least one time, it's a great day to be a Charro. Had the opportunity to ride in the parade and see all the people, see all the fanfare, and everybody's just out having a good time. You're there with, 40,000 of your best friends that day.
I love it. Well, my favorite question to ask everyone is, what is your favorite Scottsdale vibe?
It's just the whole springtime. Everybody is excited to be out. All the events going on, the Open, Barrett-Jackson, all those things are right up my alley. So I just love the sense of community we have here. And just that vibe is what's keeping me here. Most Texans can't wait to move back to Texas. I consider this home now. And that's all because of the vibe and everything that's going on here. The feel of this city and the growth of this city has been something that's been really amazing to behold, and I think it's going in a good direction.
Well, I would say if you've been here since 2005, you are allowed to call yourself a local at this point, I feel like. And as someone who's lived in Houston and did my time in Texas, I appreciate Scottsdale very much.
Your time is not a prison.
I was excited. If you're not a Texan, you're not a Texan. I'll just leave it at that.
Fair enough.
All right, when we come back, we have some calendar events, but obviously what you're going to be doing this week is Scottsdale Western Week and going to Parada del Sol, but there's also a couple other things going on, so stay tuned. With over 20 years of experience in real estate, Sean Shackleton, the Shackleton Group, is ready for you. Shauna is a well-respected, full-time agent that is always at the forefront of both market trends and market technology. Most importantly, she is a realtor who will listen and always put your needs first. It's no wonder Shauna is named as one of America's top 100 real estate agents. So whether you're buying or selling or need a good neighbor, call Shauna the Shackleton Group at 480-734-7277 or find them on the web at theshackletongroup.com. As you just heard from the parade boss yourself, happening right now is Scottsdale Western Week. There are events happening each night this week, so go check the link for details. It's in the description of this episode. The parade is happening on Saturday, February 4th. You can watch it on TV or in person. There's also the Art Walk. The Scottsdale Museum of the West is having some amazing events. And of course, the Native American Festival happening Saturday and Sunday. There's so much. This is what our community is about, so go check out the events. I don't know if you've heard, but there's a golf tournament in town. The Waste Management Open starts on next Monday. It's free to the public Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. General admission tickets are $60 on Thursday and Sunday only. Otherwise, it is $75 for Friday and Saturday. Remember, be prepared, be patient, and have fun. It's going to be a big one. And next week, you can hear all about the safety measures to take so you're prepared to attend the Waste Management Open and the Super Bowl. It's AZ's Super Bowl week next week. There are more activities happening than I think any one person can attend. From the Super Bowl experience at the Phoenix Convention Center, ESPN in Old Town in front of the Rusty Spur, endless amounts of parties and concerts for any one person to attend. And of course, it's all about the big game on Sunday out in Glendale. So there's plenty of fun to be had with friends, family, and all the above. Have a great week, Scottsdale. Keep vibing, and I'll see you around town.